Hi, welcome to Tea with the Fertility Godmother. Today I wanted to chat with you about the importance of couples preconception care. I'm Denise Noyer-Erez. I'm your Fertility Godmother, and I help women get pregnant so that they can have a baby, a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby. And I'm talking really soft, so I'm going to pick that up. So grab your tea and come join me as we talk about what's so important about a couple's preconception care, because it takes two. Hello, welcome. It takes two to make a baby, and oftentimes women carry the burden, and it's mostly about the egg, unless there's a known reason for male factor infertility. But the thing is even if it was only the woman's egg and the male had really did have super fantastic sperm, he still needs to be as healthy as possible, because the healthier that he is, the less the egg has to work in order to create a healthy baby. So it's so important for both partners to do everything they can to be as healthy as possible so that you can have a healthy pregnancy and ultimately a healthy child. So some of the things that are important for both of you to do are, you hear me talk about this a lot. So again, just ask yourself, how can you improve your nutrition? Just doing one thing at a time. You don't have to, although you can, but you don't have to do, a massive overhaul. I like to start off some of my clients that way with a fertility detox, but it's not necessary if that's not your pace. You can start with just adding more vegetables, or decreasing sugar, or eliminating sodas, or cutting back on the caffeine, or cutting back on alcohol. Right? These are all some things that you can do to really improve your overall health, which is going to affect your fertility. Now, the key is you want to make sure that both of you are as healthy as possible for at least 3 months. That means taking your vitamins, making sure that you are in a healthy range for your vitamins, having some lab tests done. These are all things that are both important for both of you. A lot of times, again, the focus gets laid on the woman unless we know that there's something going on with the man. But it's really pretty much half and half. It's like a third of the population that struggles with fertility is only women, or women have infertility issues. Then the other third is men, and then there's the other third is both partners together. So it's almost half and half. So you want to do everything you can to really help improve both of you. So that may mean that, if you're smoking marijuana or weed, or however you want to call it, you need to stop, or maybe you need to stop the gummies. And one of the things is, a lot of times the doctors don't tell you that, and a lot of times the doctors don't even ask to know. I was working with a couple the other day, and it turns out the husband is a smoker, and they were going through IVF, and they had no healthy embryos, and she was a young woman with healthy eggs and couldn't figure out what was wrong. And it turns out he smokes, and nobody told him to stop smoking, right? The man also impacts the health of the embryo. So we know this now, science shows this, and it kind of makes sense. I mean, it takes two to make a baby. We know we need both partners there, the male and the female. So it makes sense, right? I know that you're probably going, yeah, that makes sense. So it's so important that both of you get as healthy as possible. Another thing you can do is make sure you're taking the right supplements. And so, like, making sure you're taking a good quality prenatal, make sure you're taking good quality fish oil. In fact, I have a whole essential supplement guide that you can download by just typing in the word magic sauce. We have this awesome bot where you can type in magic sauce, and then you'll have my essential supplement guides for both you, men and women. So great. So type in magic sauce and get that free gift for you. So those are some things that you can do to really help improve your fertility, improve your health. You want to eat nutritiously. You want to take the right supplements. You both also want to manage stress, right? And so stress can look like different things. Sometimes it's you going, come on, honey, we have to have sex. So I'm ovulating right now. And there's like all this pressure. That may not be the best way, as and deep inside but you're feeling that pull, right? But maybe there's something you can do to take that pressure off, to make it more fun, because stress impacts the male sperm too. It impacts both of you, and you guys start to feel like sex becomes a job, intimacy becomes a job, and it happens a lot. So I don't want you to feel like you're the only couple that does that or something's wrong with you. It's very, very common. It's very normal because you have this deep desire and you want to have this baby so bad. So of course that makes sense. So if you can just still be proactive and maybe just take that pressure off and try to create some fun. And then also find other ways to decrease or manage your stress, whether it's doing a meditation or a breathing exercise, or, taking 10 minutes of your day just to like decompress. No phones, no computers, like nothing for just 10 minutes. Or go outside and walk in nature. This is really important for both of you. Another thing that I see a lot is men tend to carry their cell phone in their front pocket. Sometimes they'll carry it in their back pocket. But we have to remember the radiation, especially with as strong as it's becoming with the 5G, and it's really powerful. And there's studies that show it can impact, right, the sperm quality, because it's so close. It gets hot. The radiation is there, and that tissue is really sensitive. So check if you're a guy carries his cell phone in the front pocket, have him move it or put it on airplane mode. And that's probably something you always want to do because you want to protect those jewels. Okay, so that's another thing that you can do. Is so, so important. So we have nutrition, supplements, managing stress. Those are some three key components that can really help you as a couple prepare for pregnancy. And make sure to have fun. This can kind of just sweep you aside if you've been trying for a long time. And if you're being proactive, fantastic. Keep on the path. And just try to keep things fun, keep things light. We have to be conscious and mindful because this fertility journey can be really challenging. And, you can definitely overcome it. There are so many things you can do to improve your fertility, and it really takes two. So quick recap. The reason it's so important for both men and women to focus on fertility is it takes both of you to make a baby, and you know that. So it's really important for both of you to become as healthy as possible, and be sure to do that for a minimum of at least 3 months. You want to make sure you're eating nutritiously. You can download my essential supplement guide by typing in the word magic sauce. I think that's so fun. So type in magic sauce, get that free guide, and that's going to help you as well. Making sure that you're eliminating as much toxins as possible, because what happens is when the sperm fertilizes the egg kind of does this little assessment, and the harder the egg has to work, the more chances you're going to have of having chromosomal abnormalities, or the egg just getting tired and not wanting to continue to develop and grow. It takes a lot of energy, and that's why you need to nourish yourself, take your supplements, and manage your stress. So I hope you found today's episode helpful. If you have questions, you can either DM me or you can type them here in the comments, and I'd be happy to answer them for you. And until next time, I'm Denise Noyer-Erez. I'm your fertility godmother, wishing you a healthy, happy pregnancy. Mwah! Bye!